Hi there, this is Ruben from Dutch Round 1. Thanks again for coming by. Thanks for watching another episode. As always, I appreciate your time and I appreciate your support. Today we have another grammar lesson. We are going to take a look at the DT rule in Dutch and we'll explain it for you. But before we do that, remember to give the like, subscribe to the channel if you want more content, and let me know in the comments if this is useful for you or not. But without much further ado, let's go straight for the explanation. Alright, so why do I want to explain to you the DT rule? Well, it's quite important, and sometimes even native people, Flemish, Dutch people, they struggle with it. And I remember at school when we would have an exam, when we would make a DT mistake, sometimes they would even fail us, even a geography exam. So it's quite important, or it was quite important at least. I don't know now if it has changed. But anyway, let's go straight to the explanation, and we'll first go back to basics. And we'll take a look at the conjugation of the present tense. So how to conjugate a verb in the present tense. For example, kijken, well, again, we take away the en, that way we get to the base of our verb, and that would be also the first singular. So ik kijk, jij, je, u kijkt, so we add a t, hij, zij kijkt, wij kijken, jullie kijken, en zij kijken. Alright, so that is the basic conjugation. If you want more information regarding this, click on the following link, and I made a video about how to conjugate the verb in the present tense in the Dutch language. Alright, so now we refreshed our memories and we go to the second slide. And the second slide is how to conjugate a verb in the present tense, but now a verb with the base ending on D. So same thing, we take away en, our base is vind, ending with a D, and then ik vind, jij, je, u vindt, hij, zij vindt, wij vinden, jullie vinden, en zij vinden. That's it. So again, we've got that D as our base, but according to the rule, in the second and the third form singular, we have to add a T. Alright, so far so good. And now it's a little bit trickier, right? Inversion. Inversion is always a little bit tough in Dutch. Now what is inversion? Is basically when we put our verb in front of our subject. So how to conjugate a verb in the present tense when inversion takes place. Now the most important one is the second singular, as you can see. Loop jij, vind jij, kijk jij. Alright? So basically you walk, that would be jij loopt, right? Second singular, we have to add a T. However, when the verb is in front jij or je, we have to take away that T. Same thing with vind. Normally you find jij vindt dt. However, in this case, vind is in front of our subject, so we have to take away the T. Kijk, the same. You look or you watch, jij kijkt, right? We have that T, right? However, keek is in front of jij or je, so we have to take away that T. Why do we do it? For pronunciation's sake. Kijk jij sounds way better than kijkt jij, alright? That's why we take away the T. However, in the third singular, nothing changes. If the verb's in front, if the verb's behind the subject, it's not a problem. Loopt hij, does he walk? Vindt hij, does he find? Kijkt hij, does he watch or does he look? But you can also say he walks, hij loopt, hij vindt, he finds, hij kijkt, he watches. So that T stays. So inversion, remember, when your verb is in front of your subject, and if your subject is jij or je, you will take away that T. That's quite important when also thinking about the DT rule. Alright, so far so good. We've conjugated the verbs, the normal ones, then we've conjugated the verbs with a base ending in D, and now we have also taken a look at the inversion. Okay, we shall continue. We shall continue a little bit with inversion, and it's very important when using inversion that you know what jij or je is. Is it a personal pronoun? Is it our subject? Or is it a possessive pronoun? Is it a pronoun which shows possession? right? So this is important to remember. We'll take a look at some examples, and that way we will clarify some doubts. Be careful of possessive pronouns, and why? Well, we'll take a look at it now. For example, loopt je vader naar huis? There's a T there. However, there's je. Now the rule said just before, if it's jij or je, if it's inversion, it is inversion because our verb is in front of je, we have to take away the T. However, why do we write a T? Well, je is going together with vader, and it's your father. So je, in this case, is a possessive pronoun. Je can also be jou. Loopt jouw vader naar huis? So that is why we write that T, because je is a possessive pronoun. We go to the second sentence and we have loop je naar huis? Do you walk home? In this case we take away the T because je means you. Do you walk home? Right? So in this case it's your subject and it's a personal pronoun. We continue. Kijkt je broer naar televisie? Kijkt je broer naar televisie? Again inversion, but we write that T. Why do we write that T? Because je broer, your brother, je can also be jou, kijkt jouw broer naar televisie, so it's possessive, so we have to write that T. Then we continue, kijk je naar televisie? Do you watch television? Again, je in this case is you, it's a personal pronoun, it's your subject, so there's inversion because kijk is in front je, so you have to take away that T. Alright, so now we'll do a quick test. So these are the only rules which you need to know in the present tense for the DT rule. Alright, so normal conjugation, conjugation of verbs ending with the base of the verb ending on D, inversion, and then the difference between a possessive pronoun and a personal pronoun. That's also quite important. Now what I want to do now is I want to do a bit of a test, and I'll give you the solution also. So hij worden later dokter, right? So we have to he'll become a doctor later. So we'll have to conjugate now the verb worden. So how do we do that? Well, it's hij, we take away en, all right? So our base of the verb is wordt, ending on a D. It's hij, so what does the rule says? We have to add a T. Hij wordt later dokter, DT. Okay, that's it. The next one is, vinden jij dat een goede oplossing? Do you find this to be a good solution? Vinden, alright, vinden. We try and conjugate it. We look for our subject. Okay, our subject is jij. So we look for the base of the verb. So we take away en. Vind is our base of the verb. Perfect. There's inversion because the verb is in front of jij. Is jij our subject or is it the personal pronoun? It means you. So it's our subject. So the inversion takes place and also we take away that T. So it's vind. V-I-N-D. The next one is de trein rijden heel snel. So the train drives very fast. So the trein rijden. Okay, the train, that would be our third singular. We find the base of the verb. We take away en. And then we end up with a D as our base. The train, third singular, so it's he. So we have to add a T, rijdt DT, right? The next one, antwoorden je broer op de vraag. Does your brother respond to the question? Alright, so we have inversion because our verb is in front of our subject. Okay, so first of all, we take a look and we try to find the base of our verb. The base of our verb is antwoord. We take away en. Alright, so now we see je. Okay, je, there should be an alarm bell going off. Basically, je, sometimes we have to take away the T. But now we have to check whether it's a personal or a possessive pronoun. In this case, it's a possessive pronoun because it's je broer, jouw broer, your brother. So in this case, we have to write the T. So it's antwoord DT. We go to the next one, and the next one is het vliegtuig landen in Schiphol. Right? So het vliegtuig, that would be our third singular. Landen, base of the verb land, ending with a D. Third singular, it's in front. If it's in the back, if there's inversion or not, we just have to add a T anyway. So land is written with dt. The next one is de kaarsen branden lang in de nacht. Right? Our subject, the kaarsen, the candles burn long into the night. So kaarsen is our subject. It's plural, right? It's plural. So what happens in the plural? Absolutely nothing. The infinitive, so that the verb in its purest form stays the same. So we won't change branden. So it's de kaarsen branden lang in de nacht, right? The next one, zij houdt van haar familie. She loves her family. Okay, we take a look. Base of the verb, houdt, ending on a D, and then zij. Alright, zij in this case will make it singular, so we'll make it she. It can also be they, but for the sake of the exercise, we'll make it she. Zij houdt van haar familie. Right? Take away en. Zij, she, third singular. What is the rule? We have to add a T. Alright? Zij houdt van haar familie. DT. And then the last one, and the last one is ik redden het niet alleen. I can't make it on my own. Het niet alleen redden is a little bit of an idiomatic expression. It means you can't make it on your own or you cannot make it on your own. Alright, so what do? Ik red het niet alleen. So red is our base of the verb. So we take away en, so our base of the verb would be R-E-D-D. However, the second D we don't really need. If you want more information on that, remember to check my video regarding the conjugation of the Dutch verb. So we don't need the second D. Ik, do we have to add a T? No, we do not have to add a T because it's our first form. It's only the second and the third in the singular. So it would be ik red het niet alleen. Ik, R-E-D. Alright, so these were the exercises and the quick test. I hope now these rules become a little bit more clear and give you more confidence on whether to write a T or not. Alright, we shall continue, and we have a little extra. What if it's a command? Now, a command is an imperative, right? If you give somebody a command, if you command somebody, you say do this, don't do this, and so on. Now, the imperative in Dutch is always in the first singular form. We take a look at the examples. For example, loop naar huis. Walk home. Vind een oplossing. Find a solution. You see, vind, vinden, that base of the verb is ending on a D. However, you don't have to write a T because it's the first singular form. And the first singular form, we do not have to add a T. Word wakker. Wake up. Antwoord op de vraag. Respond to the question or answer the question. Studeer meer. Study more. So an imperative, no T. You don't have to add an extra T because it's always the first singular form. Okay, so this was the grammar lesson for today. I hope you feel more comfortable on whether to add a T or to omit one. I want to thank you again for watching. If you like this content, remember to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you want more content, and let me know in the comments if this was useful for you or not. I want to thank you again for watching. I wish you a great rest of the day and stay tuned for another episode of Dutch Round 1. Ciao.